It looks like Liverpool are not playing. Richard Hughes is coming in with a plan, a war chest, as they promised the Liverpool fans. I think there is a plot twist that is going to happen in the market. I think Liverpool are calm, composed in the transfer market now because they have a plan. Richard Hughes is not someone who plays around, to be honest. But before we go on and talk about the plot twist and what is going on at Liverpool Football Club and the fullbacks and the Wirtz deal and the potential of signing Alexander Isak from Newcastle, let's hit that like button. We are on the course to 35,000 subs. With your help, hit that like button underneath the video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Listen, the war chest is open. Signing Wirtz for a record fee. But there is a catch in this record fee that no one is talking about. That the Wirtz deal, as it's broken down in front of you, is actually only £100 million guaranteed, which is, I think it's a bargain because there was reports about 150 million euros, which is about like 127 million pounds. But Richard Hughes have negotiated it down to 100 million pounds guaranteed, and the 16 million depending on the, of course, the bonuses and the performances. But also, we cannot ignore that Wirtz, as reported, is gonna make only 200k a week. That is less than what Kai Havertz make. That is less than what Mason Mount makes at Man United. To get a player with that caliber and at the age of 21 or 22, if I'm not mistaken, he is someone who can serve Liverpool for the next 10 years. Basically, it's 100 million pounds a year, as it was stated. And if he just performs well for the next 5 years, and even if Liverpool sell him, I actually think they got their money's worth. Florian Wirtz is set to become one of the best players in the league. And with his track record, winning player of the season, winning by Leverkusen in the league, invincibly, of course, not losing any game for the first time in their history, being their best player 2 seasons ago. I actually think that is a bargain. If you're looking at this, I thought it will be 126. I thought it would be 150 million euros. 100 million pounds is absolutely a bargain for Florian Wirtz. You have to admit that one of the best players in the Bundesliga coming into the Premier League to a team like Liverpool, adding to extending Salah's contract and Van Dijk's contract. I know that Trent left out for free. He was planning this move for a while. There is Liverpool fans that talk about this. But all I have to say is that this Wirtz deal is a bargain. Richard Hughes have negotiated the price down so much that you just have to admit that it was a masterclass by Richard Hughes. The other talking point about this is the defensive reinforcements for Liverpool. Signing Frimpong, here we go, early in the window. And as you see in front of you, like the Kerkez deal is going to be almost done. They already have the verbal agreement deal for Milos Kerkez. I'm expecting that here we go for Kerkez soon for Liverpool. He's not listening to other calls, as Fabrizio said. He only wants Liverpool. So Liverpool have gotten their left back for next season. They have gotten their right back in Frimpong. They have gotten their number 10 for next season. And that is, of course, they are still monitoring another center back, which is Hato. And now they're looking to sell Kwanzaa. I think Bayer Leverkusen are interested in Kwanzaa. So Richard Hughes is not playing in this market. Liverpool are so adamant to actually try to actually retain the title next season. And I think there is a signing that if they make, there is a striker that if they sign, I think they'll be favorites for both the Champions League and the Premier League next season. But we're yet to see what is going to happen in that, of course, in that saga. The Isak talk. But before we go on to the Isak talk, I'm going to show you how Liverpool are going to actually raise the money to actually sign Isak. Remember that Liverpool have been in talks with Isak for the longest time ever, right? Like everyone is saying that, yes, there was no negotiation to the club. Newcastle are asking for 150 million pounds. Of course, it's not if he goes to Liverpool. It won't be 150 million pounds. It will be less. But the likes of Nunez, Kwanzaa, maybe Isak, maybe Luis Diaz, that by itself will actually pay for the Wirtz deal. So still the money for the striker is still there for Alexander Isak. They are actually, if you are looking at the Liverpool market at the current moment, they aren't in a rush to sign a striker. They are linked with Ekitike. They are linked with Isak. They are linked with some strikers, but they aren't moving vigorously to actually sign a striker as they are sleeping on the Isak deal. And as you see in front of you, there was a report that was said that Liverpool are still reportedly still view Newcastle star Alexander Isak as their dream signing, and they are in pole position. It looks like Isak said that if I'm going to move, there is a Barcelona in for him, but they have Lewandowski, so they aren't going to go for him. So the point about this is that it's either he moves to Liverpool or he stays at Newcastle. And that is what he said. Darwin Núñez to Saudi might be the key for them to now go, because if they get like 60, 70 million pounds for Darwin Núñez from Al Hilal in Saudi Arabia, now that will be the key, that will be the door for Alexander Isak. Actually, they start negotiating for Alexander Isak. And I'm just going to have to say, if they sign Alexander Isak next season, I think Liverpool are going to retain the title. The likes of Salah, Wirtz behind Isak, that is so deadly. Even if they stay with Gakpo on the left side, that is so deadly that I don't think any defense in the Premier League can stop them. Of course, no one guarantees the league. No one can sit here and says that this team is going to win the league or that team are going to win the league. But you can say that this team is our favorites to win the title, and you can say that team are better suited to win the title at the current moment if I'm seeing it. Yes, with Wirtz and Salah and Van Dijk and McAllister and Alisson and Mamarashvili coming in as a second goalkeeper, Liverpool might be slightly favorites. But I think if they go for Isak, as it is claimed actually by everyone, that there is going to be talks between Newcastle and Liverpool, because Liverpool are going to try to sign the player in this transfer market because they want to build for the future. Isak is not old. He can give Liverpool 5, 6, 7 years as their main striker. They signed Wirtz. I genuinely believe that if Liverpool are able to secure Isak signing, I think everyone should be scared in the Premier League. Even if you have Haaland, you have Shirky, even if Arsenal get Gyökeres and Cisco, yes, they will be in the mix. But I think with Alexander Isak, it will be absolutely fair and square to say that Liverpool are clear favorites to win the Premier League next season. Remember that Liverpool are trying to win the Premier League and the Champions League, or one of them at least next season after securing the signing of Wirtz. But I know that a lot of people are saying that the Isak is going to stay at Newcastle, but also there is the fact that long term, maybe Liverpool are best suited for Newcastle. Are Newcastle going to be able to build around Isak? Newcastle, we know they have the financial power, but in the same time, are they going to be able to spend that much like what Liverpool do, like what other clubs do, because of financial fair play? It is unfair to them, I have to be honest, but we have to accept that it is what it is. You got to build your way up in the league to actually be able to spend. Yes, Newcastle have some money, but it doesn't look like they are trying to sign Joao Pedro. Is he the replacement for Isak, or is he coming to play on the right side? We don't know. But I think Newcastle are trying to get players. They were in for Mbuemo as well. So I think Newcastle are preparing maybe for Isak if he leaves Newcastle. Sami Mukbil on the Football Terrace yesterday said that Liverpool are waiting to clear out the path to try to look for the Alexander Isak deal. He actually is a respectful journalist, and he said that at the current moment, Liverpool are calm and composed on the striker situation. They are waiting to clear some of the players on their squad to be able to free a space for a big signing up top after signing Wirtz. And if that happens, I think that would be a phenomenal and a fantastic signing for them. I want you guys to let me know in the comments, do you think if Liverpool sign Isak, they are clear favorites to win the title next season, or still people are putting their money on Pep Guardiola with his new signing to actually regain back the title after they came third last season? Or is it Arsenal next season if they sign the likes of Rodrigo Cisco or Eucharist next season with Zubamendi coming in. I want to know what you guys think, but it looks like there is a clear path, right, for Liverpool to clear out the squad to get money to actually try to negotiate for Isak for 120 or 130 million pounds. Maybe they can do this, including all the add-ons, and they can spend close to 300 million pounds this window or more. Liverpool have the money. They said that after not spending money last summer, they spent money only on Chiesa. They said they have the money. So let me know what you guys think, because I think this might be a saga that we are gonna watch over the summer in July and August to see how it's gonna pan out. But it looks like Liverpool are waiting actually for their main target, which is Isak. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Make sure to hit that like button, and I'll see you guys later.